Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. As you are the president of a Pakistan American Association, I wanted to ask, what does the organization stand for, and what has it accomplished in these years?
Well, Pakistan American Association of Texas uh, is not only a social organization, it is also an intellectual organization. It is also an organization for doing welfares. So we do things not only the visa camps. We also have done. We are also a certified counselor for health and human services. We help people in getting their insurance, volunteer help. We have done Iqbal days. We have done. So we basically we've done lots of things in a lot of areas, but primarily we want to focus on the generation which is here. We want to connect the new generation with the first generation immigrant people. So that means that our focus is not just the nostalgia. We do all the Pakistan days, हमने इकबाल डे माशाल्लाह किया. We keep our cultural heritage and we move it on to our next generation. अभी हमने गांधी साहब का event किया है only 2 to 3 weeks ago. So we want people to know connect them to the religion. We want to keep them connected to the Pakistani culture. When Pakistan guests come in, we do a session with them. So it varies from social to intellectual to helping them people in getting to universities. हमने college seminars किए हैं, हमने admission seminars किए हैं. So we guide the old and the new generation in multiple areas.
And another question, I see that you're busy a lot today. So how would you describe today's? What are the barriers that were today, and how have you overcome
Well,
those?
last time we had like 600 people show up, and for right reason. We advertise it very well. We don't keep it in the closed circle. So we advertise on the radio, we advertise on print media, we advertise. So in other words, we invite people so that they don't have to go to Houston. उनका पूरा all day journey बच जाता है. So last time we had hundreds, probably 600 people show up. So the problem was, everybody, there is a process when you go through. The visa takes time, but everybody wants to get this thing done in an instant. So when you come, you have to wait. But this time, what we have done it completely in a fashion that it is fair to everybody. I or the organization people are not even going to the front. We have the police people. We have the automatic numbering system, so that nobody can say, "जी मैं पहले आया, मैं बाद में आया." Everything is in absolute order, and then as you can see that we have a very well-aligned system from reception to the waiting room inside to the attestation on one side and visa people on the other side. We have volunteers who are escorting people. We are serving people with water and drinks, and hopefully everything is working well. It's just that the visa process takes time. I know there are a lot of people, but we are doing everything in order and with no preference to everybody. Everybody is a preference.
Okay. And one last question, sir. What would be your message to the viewers and to the people as a community?
Well, I think we need to focus on our connecting, like I said before. We need to connect our first generation immigrants and pass it on to the newer generation. And we also need to not only focus on our cultural days from Pakistan, we should also focus on finding things and helping them. Like, our students, why can't they go to Harvard, Princeton, and Stanford? So we need to help them. We need to do MCAT preparations. We need to guide them, and we need to keep them connected to our culture. कि जी इकबाल कौन थे, कायद आज़म कौन थे, उनके लिए हमें जो है ना, और फिर पाकिस्तान के जो भी कल्चरल पीपल आते हैं, इंटेलेक्चुअल पीपल आते हैं, और जो पाकिस्तान कॉन्सुलेट जो काम करता है. So we are trying our best कि we don't just focus on cultural activities, which a lot of people are doing. We are focused on doing cultural, social, and intellectual activities, and that's what I think the need of the time is, that we should have an organization which focuses on the young and the old all together, and it's a kind of, I call it a holistic picture of generation of immigrants, where it's not just about here or there, We need to connect it and move it on. And the generation which was born and raised here, they need to progress and be scientists and engineers and doctors and be prominent in this U.S. society.
Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Good to see you. Appreciate it.